Your energy is much like a redemption arc in a book or a movie after a character has had everything stripped away and taken from them, and they look around at the nothingness around them and they go, you know what? I'm going to fight for what I know is right and for what makes me feel lit up every day and something that I care so passionately about. And if you're curious about how your personal hope is rising, you can check out Astra, because I asked it questions of like, what personal placements could people have right now that could be having them have a rising hope in themselves? And it listed things like Leo and Cancer and Sagittarius and Pisces placements right now because of the transits in the sky. And there are so many amazing questions that you can ask Astra like this that are abstract and creative and detailed. And it will tell you exactly what's going on in the transits that could be affecting you and others in your life at this time. Alrighty, so let's see why else you're rising into this hopeful feeling. It is like Seven of Cups. It's almost like there were too many pretty pictures around you to keep going at the pace at which you were operating, and it all had to come tumbling down. I would be really surprised if I didn't pull the Tower card. And you remembered that maybe there is beauty in the simplicity of things, and that maybe every day doesn't have to be a fight to prove something or to make your ego feel good, but instead it can be an act of admiring the little things and being grateful for them and drawing more acts of small, gorgeous moments into your life. Because the true beauty in life is when you sink down into the present moment and notice everything you already have is enough. In fact, you probably don't need anything at all to feel at peace once you finally get in touch with your true self. And I think this is the realization that you are having inside of yourself right now. Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This feels like a returning to a nostalgic feeling of making mud pies in the cul-de-sac when you were a little kid. Of how that little act brought you so much joy, and trying to figure out how you can carry this energy into everything in your life currently. How can you recreate that feeling of making mud pies and not having a single worry in the world in your adult life? Let's see what else the cards have to say. There's like a beauty and tenderness, and you've had your guards up for so long because you realized that in giving your tenderness to the wrong people, they were taking it from you. They were turning you cold and icy, when in reality, that's not really who you want to be, but it's what you have to be to survive, or at least that's what you thought. And I feel like you are working through these barriers of coldness that you've used as a shield to keep the evil out. But in doing so, sometimes when we do this, we can become a little bit evil ourselves. And that's kind of a human behavior. I'm not saying you were wrong for this, but it's something you are realizing internally, and how you don't want to keep this energy going. It does not sustain you or fulfill you. However, you don't necessarily have the tools to figure out how to be soft, gentle, and loving in this cold, dark world. What are the tools they need, Spirit? Death. You have to let it all go. But how can I let so much pain go? Where does the pain go if it just sits inside me? It's not something I can just let go. I am hurt. I am bruised. I am wounded. Well, you get to choose to let it go. The Wheel of Fortune. Do you really want to live the rest of your life in this pain, in this misery, in this victimhood? No. And I know you don't. That's why you're so comfortable with me saying these things to you, because you're ready for something new, a change. Some kind of hope that life can be lighter, brighter, more exciting. 11:33 on the time as I say that, right? And actually, in letting everything go, you get to be reborn though, right? You say, but I'm scared of having nothing. I'm scared of being left out in the cold. But you don't always have nothing forever. And you might actually have less if you keep holding on to this pain than if you were to let go of it and start over. Because it's like having a negative versus a positive. If you have nothing, it's like net zero. But when you're holding on to all this pain, it's in the negatives. Does that make sense, or is that too abstract? The Chariot. You know some kind of action needs to be taken here in order for you to really sit in a life that you enjoy. What do you need to let go of? Because you're not grounded even currently in this moment. No, not fully. You're not rooted in the way that you would like to be, in the way that you crave to be. So what is this truth of rooting that you need to undergo with the Ace of Swords here? What is the reality of the situation? Are you done daydreaming? Are you done being lost in the clouds? Or say, but who will hold me when I'm alone? I'm tired of holding myself. Your dreams. And when your dreams slowly start to come true, you wonder why you hold it on to all that hate and pain for so long. I hope this message helped. You got this. Keep going. And don't forget to check out Astra for how your personal placements could be helping hope grow inside of you.